Picture the last bite. Not the best one, but the last one. The fork is moving toward your mouth and you have no idea this is the final time this flavor will exist on Earth. Somewhere, right now, a recipe is dying. It is quietly going unwritten before the person who remembers it can't anymore. This is the autopsy of 10 dishes that vanished, and the one moment underneath all of them.
Number 10. When the Chi-Chi's restaurant chain shut its doors for good in 2004, it took more than the seafood nachos. It took the sweet corn cake. This was a dense golden block of cornmeal, sour cream, and butter, tasting like a side dish cosplaying as dessert. Food investigators eventually reverse-engineered it from guesswork. It is close enough to fool your tongue, but not your nostalgia. The closure was corporate. The grief was personal. The universe rarely tells the difference.
Number 9. Roughly 20 years ago, Vancouver's bread garden chain attempted a massive format change. It failed. The bakery and deli empire collapsed. It took with it a bread pudding so good that former customers still haunt internet forums. They are hoping someone photographed the recipe before it hit a dumpster. The custard sauce alone is mourned by name decades later. It feels like a death nobody filed paperwork for.
Number 8. Wanda's coconut cake was never a restaurant secret. It was a grandmother's secret, lost the way most heirloom recipes die, quietly, through forgetting. It came back only because a spice company turned that grief into a marketing campaign. They paid chefs to reverse engineer the exact sensory memory of a holiday dessert for absolute strangers. Even cosmic indifference can be monetized if you package it correctly.
Number 7. This cake began as a contest entry. It was built by pastry chef Gail Gand and Jacqueline Smola for the Whirlpool Unique Cake Contest. They decorated it with elbow straws and streamers to mimic a real root beer float. A famous food blogger fell for it, lost the recipe for years, and grieved a dessert she could still taste but not make. She found it again, eventually. The universe rarely issues reruns.
Number 6. On Eastern Avenue in East Baltimore stood a Polish bakery. It belonged to the family of United States Senator Barbara Mikulski. Its pound cake, marbled and unglamorous, was the kind of dessert nobody photographs until it is gone. The bakery closed, and the cake never got a successor. Customers still trade theories online. They are chasing a flavor tied to real political power, with no way back to it. Number 5. On the Upper West Side of Manhattan, Saigon Grill served a bun sao that regulars still describe like a crime scene. It was a plate of flat rice noodles with edges browned just past safe, threads of egg, and a hit of fish sauce. Other kitchens have completely failed to replicate it since. The restaurant closed abruptly, the way restaurants do when a city decides it is done with you. There was no warning and no farewell tasting. Number 4. Hough Bakeries dominated Cleveland until it went bankrupt in 1992. A corporation bought the name, locked the recipes away, and left a city without its brown sugar brownies. An online detective who goes by Uncle Phaedrus led a community reconstruction effort. He found the missing piece, toasted wheat germ, hidden in plain sight all along. Corporations do not lose recipes. They bury them and call it intellectual property. Number 3. A Winnipeg restaurant served a brilliant Sichuan Dan Dan Noodles soup. It was a bowl of udon, fried pork bits, and a spicy peanut butter broth. That is, until fire damaged the building, and patrons assumed the recipe had burned with it. It hadn't. A digital search tracked it down, and that single rescue became the seed for an entire website devoted to recovering lost recipes. One fire created a whole industry of grief.
Number 2. Marshall Field's department store bakery in Chicago made a legendary maple Hermit cookie. It was loaded with molasses, currants, and raisins, then finished with a mocha icing brewed from real coffee and cocoa. When the bakery disappeared, one food blogger spent over 10 years hunting the recipe down. They searched the way some people spend a decade looking for a missing person instead of a pastry. The universe finds that timeline hilarious.
Number 1. The Lambadi people, originally from Rajasthan and now settled in Telangana, make a unique Banjara mutton.
They dry char onions in a hot clay handi with absolutely no oil. Then they simmer bone-in mutton in a rich coconut, coriander, and poppy seed paste. No bakery went bankrupt here. There was no fire and no forum thread. This recipe survives only in living memory. It disappears the way every entry on this list almost did, with pure silence.
10 dishes, 10 extinction events, varying only in how loud the death was. It could be a fire, a bankruptcy court, or a grandmother's silence. All of them prove one profound thing. Taste is the least durable form of memory we have, and almost nobody backs it up. Thank you for investigating with us. Tell us down below which lost recipe haunts you the most. This has been ScienceTelly.